Are you ready to take your holiday lights to the next level? Today, I'm comparing two of the brightest names in smart holiday lighting. First up, I've been using for years. That is the Twinkly string lights. Absolutely love these, my family. And I don't know what we ever did without these. Seriously, just regular lights are so boring. And I'm going to be comparing those to the brand new Govee Christmas tree lights too. And by the end of this video, you'll know the differences and which one is better for you so you can make a better buying decision. Let's jump into the video. I do want to thank Govee for sending these out to me for a full honest review. And Twinkly has sent me stuff over the years also, but I don't think they originally sent this particular kit in particular. Now, I'm not going to be comparing spec to spec. You can do that on your own, but there are a couple physical features I do want to mention that you might not be able to read or see in the listings. First off, Twinkly comes in a bunch of different colors. I've seen black ones, green ones, and what they call transparent. Obviously, it's just a clear wire. Where Govee Christmas Tree Lights 2 comes in green, and it's a light green, where Twinkly comes in more of a darker green, and they also have a clear wire version. Now, both manufacturers come in multiple lengths, so make sure you buy enough. And if you're not quite sure how much to buy, they actually tell you in all the listings. Always buy more. You can't have too many lights on your Christmas tree. And obviously, the longer you get, the more lights you get, and the price goes up. Now, comparing the prices really quick, they are just about even depending on what sale you can hit. Twinkly tends to run a little bit more, but they're pretty much more identical than anything, but it really depends on what sale you can find. I'll definitely leave affiliate links of any sale that I know that's going on right now. And this leads into one of the biggest physical differences that I absolutely love in Govee, and that is the lights are actually built in the wire itself, or in line. Where the Twinkly, the lights have little strings that hang off the main string, and then the lights are at the end of that little string. Thus, when you tend to put the Twinkly string lights away, they can get tangled if you don't properly wrap them up, and it's a huge hassle trying to fix that later. So that's going to just be more time consuming. Where the Govee string lights, it's all one big rope, and you can wrap it around the included reel at the end of the season, and it's a breeze to do. Absolutely love the physical design of the Govee. Absolutely love the inline lights. Definitely one of the best designs I've seen. Comparing that to the Twinkly, which they look great, but it is a hassle to put away. And at the end of the day, when the lights are on your Christmas tree, you're not going to notice a huge difference. But what you are going to notice a huge difference once it's all lit up is there are special effects or scenes. There's 130 scenes within the Govee app, and Twinkly probably has 50 roughly, but you can also download and make your own. But I really love the scenes that Govee has. Plus, there's an AI feature where you can tell it what you're kind of looking for, and it will automatically try to design that lighting scene for you. Show me the northern lights.
Experience the ethereal beauty of the northern lights with a mesmerizing display of dancing colors. Would you like me to apply the recommended scene for you? I'm sure you'll like. Okay, the recommended solution has been generated. Like it? Tap to save the DIY.
Now, you can do very similar scenes in both of them. Obviously, like I said, Govee gives you a lot more options, but you can kind of create very similar scenes in the Twinkly app, but just a little bit more of a inconvenience because they don't already have those scenes set up for you. But what Twinkly is known for, and has been a home run for them from the very first day that they released their string lights, is their mapping LEDs. Absolutely love this feature. That's why I originally bought them back in the day. I think I've been using these for at least 5 years. We can actually map out the LEDs and customize and paint whatever you want on this Christmas tree. Each individual light is paintable or changeable. So no matter how you wrap it around your tree, the app will know which way is up and down, left and right, and know the exact location of each LED. And other brands have tried to reproduce it, including these brand new Govee Christmas tree lights too, which they call it shape mapping. It's more of a 2D mapping effect where you're kind of just looking straight at the Christmas tree. And yes, you can do very similar things, but with the Twinkly, you can actually have 3D mapping. So if you have a Christmas tree turner, which I added this year, you can map out all the lights all the way around the tree, where the Govee is more mapping when you're looking straight on. So the lights behind it, sometimes it gets mapped and sometimes it don't. And I noticed a huge difference when it actually turned around that some of those lights were not mapped. Although it's really hard to tell, and if I wasn't so picky, most people would not notice a huge difference between a 2D mapping and a 3D mapping effect. Thus, the 2D shape mapping feature is going to be a huge plus for most people, and they're going to have lots and lots of fun with it, just as much as the Twinkly mapping LEDs. And talking about fun, Govee has a music mode. It actually has a built-in microphone into the controller, and you can put this into music mode. Not all the scenes have music mode. It's marked with a little M, and if you have one of those scenes on with the music mode, it will actually sync with the music that you're playing in the room, which is awesome effects. So you can play those Christmas songs and the lights are going to move with that song. Now Twinkly has a very similar feature, but unfortunately the microphone is not built into the controller. You actually have to buy an external USB plug-in that you have to plug in and power separately. You can base off the microphone in your phone, but that's a huge convenience. And I wish Twinkly included the microphone in their product just like Govee, because having a separate product for this music mode is just a bad thought. One thing to keep in mind with these microphones is it will pick up ambient sound. So if you're having a party, it's not really going to be flashing lights to the music, but rather all the ambient sound. So definitely keep that in mind. Also, both these work with most smart home assistants, including Apple Home, which is my primary system, Alexa, and Google Home. Unfortunately, you're only going to get basic control with all these platforms, like on and off, and you can have one single color. I did notice with the Govee, if you set it up with Matter, you're going to get simple controls, but then if you add back in to Alexa through the Alexa integration with the Govee app, you can actually control Govee scenes and music mode. So you can have extra stuff in Alexa, I noticed, but you do have to take an extra step. But I actually recommend the native apps for both of these. There's so many features and designs and scenes and features built into the apps. That's where you want to spend most of your time. But if you did want to turn this on and off at a certain time of the day, you can simply set up that automation within your smart home assistant. And all in all, both these are great string lights for your Christmas tree. Absolutely love both of these. I think you get a little bit more bang for your buck from Govee. Plus, they have the inline lights that make it a breeze to put away at the end of the season. And with the Twinkly, you do have 3D mapping, which does give you that better mapping effect. Absolutely love the mapping in Twinkly. And if that's a must-have for you for having the best mapping, then Twinkly is the way to go. All in all, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what you guys think, which one you're going to pick up down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys on the next one.